Now, today's November 9th, 2022. We've got some election results rolling in. Nothing's decided yet, but I wanted to draw out one of the reasons that I started We Are Driven um, when I did, which was earlier in 2022. And I think what it really comes down to is the fact that very common in our culture today is this notion of I'm entitled to something. I'm entitled to a job. I'm entitled to a tax refund. I'm entitled to, my parents loving me. I'm entitled to, you know, whatever it is, groceries on the shelves, a toilet that flushes. You're entitled to a lot of things. And I'm guilty of this too. I'm guilty of being frustrated when I don't have access to things that I believe I should. But that's the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you do have to sort of put up with receiving less than you think you're entitled to. And if the elections continue to go the way they're currently going, then what you're going to see is more of that culture because the party that is in more power right now is more of the mindset that we should create more taxes and then hand out more to people. And what that means is you get stuck in a world where uh, you're expecting things to be given to you.
Mhm.
I think culturally, that's where we've gone a lot in the last couple of years. And that's everybody, doesn't matter what side you're on. There's a sense of entitlement for the basic as far as making sure that our individual mentalities are really grounded in self sufficiency, not in entitlement. There is nothing that the world owes us. So, what we need to focus on is all of the things that the driven mindset already has us focusing on, that we're able to be financially independent, that we're successful in doing so, whether it's that you have your own job or you're just so damn valuable to the company that you work for that they couldn't do it without you. You have to be really good. And whether that means that you're working 20 hours a day because that's what you have to do right now and your to-do list really is that long, or your foot's not as on the gas because sometimes things take time to materialize and you don't always have 20 hours of work to do, and that's okay as well.
Mhm.
On top of that, your peak physical condition will become more and more relevant if we end up needing to like fight over the shortages of things. And I hope it doesn't come to that. I think we're pretty far away from it still, but I don't really know on a macro level what that's going to look like or when that could be coming around the corner. But I would rather be in a position where I'm capable of providing for and protecting the people I love, including myself. And if you don't feel physically capable in doing that for whatever reason, then you should seek out whatever it takes in order to achieve that for yourself. So, there are a lot of gaps for me in my own personal capability that I know I'm building up to, at least from in my case, it feels like I need to be able to afford the training and dedicate the time to it. I'm probably not doing as much as I could to prioritize that kind of stuff. Um, and it's just one of those things, right? Like I do what I can in terms of strength, but as far as other skills that fall into the same category, I'm definitely far behind the eight ball compared to a lot of the country, and doing my best to keep up really. And then the last one is that you do fill your life with things that make you grateful, and that's kind of what doing what you love comes back to, is that if you realize that you can always be doing things that you love, no matter if you're broke, if you're having to work 20 hours a day, whatever it is, you can be doing things that make you grateful and that you love to do. So it's hanging out with your family, it's engaging in that hobby that you love, cars in our case, whatever it is. There's something out there that makes life worth living in this way for you that you need to do. You absolutely need to do it. And if you don't, then what's the point? You're just another working stiff or whatever you want to call it. You can't just live life that way. You can't just get up and go to work and come back again because that's what you're supposed to do. That leads to just death while you're still alive. So don't do that. Self-sufficiency means taking all of those things together, packaging them up into the person that you need to be. That's who you need to be. That's what the driven mindset is. So that's really the message for today, is just know that the world does not owe you anything. You're not entitled to anything. You have to take it into your own hands to be self-sufficient financially, self-sufficient physically, and doing things every single day that make you grateful to live the life that you're living. That's it.